Good evening, people. I'm back. It's me. I thought we'd do something a little bit lighter and a little bit more fun today. So I brought my journal upstairs with me and I was gonna show you some interesting stuff. So at work today, I got a newsletter, as happens sort of once a week, I think. And in it there were several things. There was a tip. There were loads of mental health and well-being tips. And one of them was to create a list of 10 things that make you happy and try and do at least one of those things each day, which I thought was a really good idea because like my last couple of days haven't been the greatest couple of days ever, and I could really use some of that comfort right now. After I did that video yesterday, I just ran into problems and ran into like me overthinking things, and so yeah, it hasn't been the best couple of days, but we're getting there. First of all, I wanted to, because I have such a love of stationery, I wanted to share that with you, and I picked up some of these which make me feel like a real bullet journaler now. Like I don't feel like you're part of the pack until you have a pack of Pigna Microns from Sakura, Japan. I've used the everyday pen so far, as well as the thickest 0.5 millimeters, but what I love about these is there's 6 of them and they literally range from 0.2 to 0.5 and go up in increments of 5. And then there's also a brush pen included and a everyday pen, which is pretty cool. So essentially I was just going to, so I kind of backslid for the first week. That's how my mood tracker is looking so far. So I have gone and coloured that one in, but otherwise I've been just fairly lax. I think something went wrong on my content planner, and honestly I just feel like I'm like looking at a list of my videos right now, so I don't feel like I'm really planning anything. I have it added to my what's on calendar, which is kind of cool. This started with such good intentions. Like I started doing a weekly spread for each one, and I was going to colour in the boxes like I did on my November and December, because I kind of missed that, but these are huge, so it's a little bit more difficult. That's this week's weekly planner. So instead of doing the sides, I did the confetti on the top and bottom, which is really cool. I still have January on the left hand side and my appointments too, which are mostly just work related. But then I have my happiness list, which is really cool, and I like this page a lot. So essentially the idea of the happiness is, like I say, I've written 10 things that really make me happy, and I'm going to try and do at least one of those a day. So let's begin. So number 1 is video games. I love video games, particularly though when I don't have any pressure on me to do anything and I can just be like, yeah, I'll play a little bit of that, do a little bit of that. The number of games I actually complete is sadly lacking, but we'll get there, I think, because of the nature so far of how it's been. Number 2 is creativity. So I guess you could include that in creativity if you wanted to, but essentially journaling, doing something arty, doing something musical, anything that gets my creative motor running. Talk to a friend. I can't explain how great it feels when you're able to talk to someone who is far away. I've been sending a lot of voice messages lately to one of my best friends, and that's been so fun, and so just like, it feels nice to be able to talk to somebody about the serious stuff but also the really fun stuff. So having a group chat has been great for that too. Listen to something. Now this could either be audible or it could be music, or yeah. Most of the time I imagine this will be music because music is like my life force, but I wanted to make it a little bit more generic because I'm like, I enjoy listening to audiobooks too, and so it just made sense for me that it would be, yeah, listening to something. Watch a video. Now, I'm thinking this is probably a YouTube video, but I guess it could also be like a Disney film. I love those too. Go for a walk. So admittedly at the moment this is not something that I feel like I can do all the time, but I'd like to still get some exercise in, and going for a walk is probably the most inoffensive and pleasurable way of me getting some exercise. Dance like the world loves you. So I often do this. I often pretend that I'm it's gonna sound really cheesy, but pretend that I'm already a huge, like I'm doing a concert and these are the songs I'm singing, and you know, I've made routines and I've made the visuals for the stage, and I just see all that in my head and I'm just dancing around with abandon. And yes, I love doing it. Again, it's a nice form of exercise, but it's also something just really cool and really fun to do, and I don't have to think too much about it. Have a bath. I love baths. Baths are so great. Just pampering and relaxing, and they're as close as I will get to a spa because I don't particularly enjoy sitting in one place for very long, but I can sit in a bath for like up to an hour sometimes, so that's really cool for me to do. Snacks. Right now I have snacks with me. Allow me to just demonstrate. I have these. I have mini eggs. I've talked about these before. So good. So I'm pretty sure I will do that at least once a day. And the last one is read something, and predominantly I think that's going to be books, but I guess it could be a newspaper article or an article online somewhere. But that is my happiness list. And yeah, I was just kind of going through tips and stuff online to just keep yourself like motivated and keep yourself going, because I think it's hard at the moment to really plan anything, and it's hard to really get excited about something because we just don't know where we're going. Like I said earlier, I think we can really only go up from here, so at least that's the good thing about being at the bottom of everything, is that there is only one way, and that is gonna be up. So yes, that's my video for today guys, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!